The second big picture, thing that sellers do in terms of mistakes is they fail to protect their listings. And so you can build a great listing, but if you think about it, you could build a great house, maybe you built a nice vacation home somewhere. If you don't protect it, if you don't put up a fence around it, if you don't install a security system, if you don't have basic things set up to make sure that it's not going to flood, that it's not going to catch fire, like there's some basic things you need to do to protect your home. The same is true of your listings. So the first thing that sellers need to do is they need to monitor their listings. And I know you guys have a service that offers that through Seller App, but you have to sign up with something that's going to monitor your listings 24/7, that's going to send you text or email alerts, within 10 to 15 minutes of something happening. Because in some cases, I've had companies and sellers where they go in a couple days later, 2 or 3 or 4 days later, and they've had a listing down for 4 or 5 days. They had no idea. That could be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. In fact, one of my clients reached out to me, this is probably a year ago. They did not have monitoring set up on their top listings. Their number one best-selling product was a custom product. And so of course they can make as many as they want. So they had just put in like 1,000 units or whatever. Well, they had never updated that. Eventually that inventory got down to 0 and it turned off. And so he emails me one day, he goes, why are our sales cut off? So I jump in and I look at it, I'm like, you're out of inventory for your custom product that you have plenty of inventory that you can make. And so that's a really great example of why it's so important. But we've had situations where in some cases your account got suspended. And the way you will see that is the listings will get shut down and you'll get that notification. So making sure you're monitoring your listings is incredibly critical. And then also in terms of compliance, making sure you're doing things in line with Amazon policy so that Amazon doesn't suppress your listing. Not if you have titles longer than 200 characters in most categories, that's going to suppress your listing. Not having images correctly can suppress the listing. Keywords like antibacterial or antifungal can get it flagged as a pesticide, knowing not to use those. So there's a lot of do's and don'ts that you want to abide by, because that's going to ensure that your listing stays active. Again, it's all about protecting what you have built and invested in.
Hey, it's Riya Mittal here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to Seller App's main YouTube channel, where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.